Operation Shadow Strike is ready. We've identified 23 high-value targets: nuclear scientists, IRGC commanders, missile engineers. Simultaneous operations across 3 countries. Walk me through it. Phase 1. Cyber. Our teams at Unit 8200 have already infiltrated the Natanz facility's control systems. In 48 hours, we'll introduce a centrifuge failure cascade. Every centrifuge in that facility will tear itself apart. It'll look like a mechanical failure. And Phase 2? Phase 2, targeted eliminations. We have agents inside Tehran. 3 of our targets are already marked. Car accidents, heart attacks, natural causes. The Iranians are starting to panic. They know someone is hunting their scientists. And the weaponization program? The actual bomb design? That's the problem. We think the weaponization work is happening inside a mountain tunnel near Isfahan. We can't reach it with missiles, the rock is too thick. And we don't have agents inside. Then we need to find a way in. Because if they get that bomb, everything we've done, every missile we've launched, every soldier we've lost, will have been for nothing. I'm looking at these casualty numbers. 300 Israelis dead, 2,000 Iranians dead. The UN is screaming. The Europeans are threatening sanctions against US. And the Chinese are buying Iranian oil like it's going out of style. Someone give me good news. Mr. President, we have a development. Our satellites have detected unusual activity at the Isfahan tunnel complex. Heat signatures consistent with high-precision machining. We believe that's where they're assembling the warhead. Can we bomb it? Not conventionally. The facility is buried under 300 meters of granite. We'd need a nuclear bunker buster, and even then. So we can't touch it. And they're going to have a bomb. Our timeline estimate is 2 to 3 weeks. 2 weeks. Netanyahu is going to lose his mind. What about the diplomatic track? Can we get the Russians and Chinese to pressure Tehran? Russia is providing Iran with satellite intelligence on our troop movements. China just signed a 20-year oil deal with Tehran. They're not going to help us. They're enjoying watching us bleed. So we're alone. Again. The rest of the world watches and we do the heavy lifting. Story of my life. Supreme Leader. Natanz is gone. All centrifuges destroyed. The Zionists used a cyber weapon. It looked like a mechanical failure, but our engineers found the malware. 6 months of enrichment capacity, destroyed in one night. And our scientists? 4 more dead in the last week. Dr. Mohammadi, car bomb. Dr. Razai, heart attack, but we found traces of poison. Dr. Ahmadi fell from his balcony. The Mossad is systematically eliminating our nuclear brain trust. How long to rebuild? Months. Maybe a year. Unless we accelerate the Isfahan program. How close are we? The device is 80% complete. We have the enriched uranium. The detonation sequence is tested in simulation. We need 2 weeks for final assembly. Then we move the timeline up. I want that bomb in 10 days. Supreme Leader, if we rush. If we don't rush, there won't be an Iran left to have a bomb. The Americans and Israelis are not going to wait for us to be ready. We must be ready first. Dear Mom, it's been 3 weeks since the missiles fell. Our base took a direct hit. 12 guys from my platoon didn't make it. I was in a bunker when it happened. I heard the explosion. I felt the ground shake. And then, silence. The worst silence I've ever heard. They say we're winning. I don't know what winning looks like anymore. I just know I want to come home. I want to eat your cooking. I want to hear Dad's terrible jokes. I want to take my sister to the beach. But they also say the Iranians are building a bomb. A real bomb. And if they get it, there might not be a home to come back to. Mr. President, our intelligence is clear. Iran will have a nuclear weapon within 2 weeks. If we don't act now, we will be facing a nuclear-armed Iran with no military options left. Bibi, I hear you. But a full-scale strike on Iran means war. A real war. Not missile exchanges, a ground war. Are you prepared for that? I am prepared to do whatever it takes to ensure the state of Israel survives. If that means war, then it means war. But I'd rather fight now, when we have American support, than fight later, when we're alone. The Joint Chiefs say we'd need to hit over 1,000 targets to cripple their nuclear program. That's not a surgical strike, that's a campaign. Weeks of bombing, maybe months. Then we start now, before they have the bomb. Because once they have it, every calculation changes. Deterrence changes. Everything changes. Let me talk to my team. I'm not saying no, I'm saying, let me figure out how to do this without starting World War III. Mr. President, with all due respect, if Iran gets the bomb, World War III is already here. We just won't know it until it's too late.